actually interviewed by Steve Anderson, okay?
Yeah.
Steve Anderson is King James. I do not agree with a lot of Steve Anderson's teachings, but that's neither here nor there. But there was a funny point in their interview that James White actually said we have too many versions of the Bible. And you know when you do this right here, let me turn my camera on, okay? You know when you do this right here, you know what that means?
Moolah.
That means
Money.
moolah. James White himself, a textual critic, says this is why there's so many versions of the Bible right here, because there's money in it, okay?
Yeah.
Now, here's the funny thing. Every time you put out a new version of the Bible, it is copyrighted, okay? Now, did you know that in order to get a copyright for any book, you must have a significant difference? It's usually somewhere between 7 and 10% difference in order not to be charged with plagiarism. Now, keep this in mind. I want to show you something, okay? We're going to say that this is one Bible, okay? We're going to say, because it is, this is another Bible, okay? We're going to say that this is a parallel of 4 different Bibles, because that's what it is. Do you see what it says right on there? That it's a parallel? It's got 4 Bibles in it, okay? That means that in here, there are 4 different Bibles, 4 different copyrights, which means every one of these Bibles right here, there's 4 Bibles right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 different Bibles, okay? Each copyrighted, okay? This one's different, another copyright. That means just right here, I have 6 Bibles right here. Every one of them has a different copyright. They all have to be significantly different from each other, okay? So that means you got 6 versions of the Bible that can't be the same. There are over 100 Bibles that have copyrights in the English language. They all have to be significantly different in order not to be charged with plagiarism of somebody else's text, okay? How can you have 100 versions of the same book say they're the same when the law doesn't permit them to be the same?
That's
You don't need to be too different from the King James. I mean, if you speak in regular
they are different
English,
from the King James.
Yeah, if you speak in regular English, you will be different from the King James, guys. This is like Middle English.
No,
Wait a minute.
I
No,
could
no,
just
no.
say the sentence and translate the actual words, and it would
But
be
you're
different.
missing my point.
King
You're
James
missing my
is not a
point.
literal translation. I'm
The
sorry.
key point, though, is
You're missing
This
the
is why
not
people
old
don't
English,
like KJV
not
only
No.
people. What you guys are
it's-
doing right here is why people don't like KJV only people.
You're missing my
Well,
point.
it's why I don't
okay?
like you.
DJ, you're missing my point.
Well, it's why I don't like you.
DJ,
Well, it's why I don't like you.
DJ,
Well, it's why I don't like you.
Well, it's why I don't like you.
DJ. Okay, let me make
No,
my
I'm
point.
not missing your point. You've gone on for an hour.
Let's just say I take the King James out of the equation, okay? I take the King James out of the equation, and I'm left with 99 other versions of the Bible. Okay? I got 99 versions of the Bible, and the King James isn't even in it. Okay?
Okay.
So now I have 99 versions of the Bible, all of them copyrighted, all of them different. How do they claim to be the same?
I would have to see some actual evidence for your claim on the copyright thing there.
Yeah.
Hey, just look up copyright law. Anything that's copyrighted has to be at least 80%
It's a translation
different.
of the same
So
book.
it is
No,
80%
it isn't.
difference. Thus, you have
I just posted
20,000 verses missing from these other versions.
posted something in the side chat that basically just insinuates the part and actually says the part that it has to be at least 10 percent different, and that is in 2014, which would be different one
In
year.
other words,
If the NIV, here's my point, if the NIV has a copyright on its text, which it does, and the RSV has a copyright on its text, in order not to violate the copyright law, those two books must be a certain percentage different, or they are infringing on the other person's copyright. To my
Well, it's
point,
why I don't
okay?
like you.
DJ, to my
Well, it's
point,
why I don't
okay?
like you.
DJ,
Well, it's why I don't like you.
to my
Well, it's
point,
why I don't
okay?
like you.
DJ,